Well, studies show that seventh graders, especially for young men, are formative years, right?
Okay.
And you start to, like you said, learn your identity. The thing that derailed me early on when I was in middle school is I didn't know it was okay for me to be comfortable with being me. And so what happened was I'd be looked at and say, hey man, you're too white to be black. And from the
Black
other
kids.
black kids, you're too black, or you're not black enough. And so it's like, I'm like, oh, I don't know who I want to be. So what made life hard for me is I was whoever you wanted me to be.
Welcome back, everybody. My name's Colin. This is iDash podcast. You know, on the dash, I like to explain it as it's the little line in between the day you're born and the day you die. Represents your entire story, all of your struggles, any obstacles you may have had to overcome, some of your accomplishments. And what we do here on iDash podcast is we just share our story. You know, I don't give no special introductions. It's not too much going on. It's more for the person to share their story. Hopefully some of the words may reach those listeners or those viewers and motivate them. So I'm here today with
Keren Emanuel, and this is my dad.
Hey, welcome,
Let's
brother.
go. We're here.
It's been a long time coming, man. You like a hard person to get a hold of,
Hey,
bro.
That's what happens when you have 5 kids.
I understand.
Correction, 5 girls.
Okay.
Different
Ooh,
world,
that's
different
wicked.
world.
I'm
Yeah,
happy,
man.
I'm excited. You text me this morning and you was like, yo, bro, I'm excited. Today is game day. It's go time.
Game day,
Yeah, this the
man.
Super Bowl, baby.
Let's go.
How you like the ambiance?
Love it. Absolutely love it. Inspirational.
Nice.
Honestly, it's a vibe, to be real with you. It's a
Word,
vibe.
word.
This
I
whole setup
appreciate
is cool, man. I'm proud to be a part of what God is doing here.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank
in
you.
the in-between, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Living your dash.
Living in my dad.
Hey man, let's get right into it. There's
do
not
it.
a lot of time on these cameras, bro. I know you got a super amazing story. I'd love for you to share it. Like I said, hopefully them words can motivate some people who are following
100%.
your path or have been in your path.
100%.
I'm trying to get to know the man behind the pulpit,
Sure.
the dad, the
Yeah.
leader. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, tell me. I'm gonna walk through your life.
Yep.
As much as you're willing to share it, man. And it's good that I don't know you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen you.
Right.
I'll always say from a distance, I'll look at you and I'll be like, yo, that's a guy I wanna hang out with him.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
man,
he
appreciate
got
that.
cool little swag. You can't drift out there.
That little son. No. Man, that's
So
kind,
yeah, it's a
man.
pleasure. It's an
Appreciate
honor, man. It's
it.
an honor.
Absolutely.
Tell me, as early as you can remember, how that was growing up. Like where you from originally? Start me off.
Yeah, man, it's funny because, you know, part of my teenage and adult life, I've always heard this kind of like characterization of me, you know, like, oh man, you know, the kids say aura, whatever whatever it is. And I actually didn't grow up with whatever perceived confidence people think I have.
Word.
You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
I grew up in a Haitian home, so my parents are Haitian. My
Okay.
dad moved over here in about 84
Okay.
from Haiti, worked his tail off. I've never met a man who worked as hard as my dad did. Worked. At the end of his work visa, he went back, got my mom, and they came back here. And
Shout
did
out
their
to
thing.
Pops.
Yeah, Pops did his thing.
That's a
Pops
hard working
did his
brother.
thing.
I like it. I like
So
to
he
see
came
it.
back, and I was born in '89, and we were
Okay.
born on the east coast of Florida. I was born in Broward County, and I lived up and down the coast my whole life.
Okay.
The area that we were in was a rough area.
Okay.
Man, we were in Lake Worth and just, first of all, Zoe Town. If you don't know what a Zoe is.
I know what this South Pod say to all my
South
Haitian
Pod
Zoes
say,
out
you feel
there.
me?
I know what this
Zoe
is.
Pound. And so
Okay.
it was a rough area, I'll be
Okay.
honest. And there was jokes within my family. We would always joke about where we would end up in life, but on the negative side.
Okay.
And so my dad, a Christian man, pastor,
Okay.
said, you know what?
You a PK?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Haitian,
Okay.
PK, pastor's kid.
I'm here with you.
Let's go.
PK.
And so I'm a pastor's kid, and we moved from the East Coast to the West Coast. Now, to give you an idea, we're in West Palm Beach projects.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Low income areas, highly ethnic and Caribbean folks.
Sure.
So it's a different demographic. So I move over to the West Coast.
Okay.
And it's completely different.
Like Cali?
No.
Like-
West Coast of Florida.
Oh, West Coast of Florida. Okay.
Yeah. I wish.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It was culture shock.
Okay.
So I went from being around people who spoke English as a second language to being the only black family in my school. And so it was interesting. It was a dynamic shift for all of us.
What part of?
So we went to Northport.
Okay.
And then in Northport we went to Englewood.
What for people who don't know, geographically, West Florida.
Yep.
What's a main city?
Main city, so you would know Tampa, so south of Tampa.
South of Tampa.
South of Tampa, north of Fort Myers.
Okay.
So right on the Gulf.
Like Naples.
So we got north of Naples.
Keep going
north
up.
of Naples.
Okay.
So you have Naples, and it's right up
Okay.
in the Gulf.
Not Bradenton, though.
Not Bradenton, south of Bradenton.
Okay. I got where you at.
Yeah.
I did them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, man, it's a retirement town, 55 plus community.
Been down there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So
sir. I know it.
It was a shock. I'll be
shock.
with you. It was different. And
Okay.
so we grew up there and
How was school? Did you go? You started school where?
started school in Northport. We went there. So we moved when I was in 5th grade.
Okay.
And so I got there 6th grade, stayed in 6th grade for about probably a year and a half.
Okay.
Yeah, about a year and a half.
Okay.
And we moved from Northport to Englewood.
Okay.
So then I went to what's known as L.A. Anger.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I walked in there, and it was funny, man. The first day, I'll never forget. The first day, it almost felt like a movie scene.
Okay.
And so me and my brothers are walking down, and it felt like, and this wasn't the scene, but in my head, it was like everyone
Was looking at you.
was looking at us. We was walking down a makeshift hallway where everyone was on one side, and people are whispering, looking around.
Well, that's not what happened.
Nah, but it was something like that because we walked in the cafeteria the first time, and you know, people,
know.
small people know.
You're a new kid, though,
You're a new
too.
kid in town, exactly.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
people were looking around, and it was
And you said brother. How many siblings you got?
So I am the first of 5. I have 3 brothers and 1 sister.
Same mom and dad.
Same mom and dad, man. My daddy did not
Hey,
like
Pops.
TV. My dad
like
said,
TV. That's good.
I
That's
said,
good.
he said, we're gonna build this thing.
Okay.
Right? And so what's crazy is my brother, the one underneath me, is only 11 months younger than I am.
Okay.
And so then after him is a year and a half.
They say something like "be fruitful, multiply."
So my dad was biblical and sound. You feel me?
I understood.
Practiced the word
Decent and in order.
in order. Wasn't playing around.
That's fire, man.
And so, yeah, man. So I was the oldest, and so it was my 3 brothers and I. We were at the school, and
Okay.
we had to adjust.
Sure.
And again, there was rough moments, but there was cool moments. And
What was that? So that's middle school.
middle school?
6th, 7th, 8th. Playing any sports.
Yeah, bro. I played well in middle school. I ran track, and there wasn't any. I didn't do anything outside of middle school because my parents, their philosophy was, "Hey, we're going to protect our kids. We don't want them. We want them in the world, not of the world." And so, as a result, what that looked like practically is we didn't do anything outside of school. We went home.
Okay.
And we weren't allowed to stay at. We weren't allowed to stay at the house.
No spending nights.
None of that, man. And so,
Not even street lights. Come on.
bruh,
You was in the
so
house.
We heard that we felt that he was strict, but really what it was protection.
Right.
Honestly, if my dad would allow us to do some things that we wanted to do, man,
This may not be your dash.
may not be my dash. I may not be sitting in this dope
I hear it. Okay. So when we get, I like to talk about middle school just a little bit, just touch on it. Because middle school is that transition period, right? That's where you start smelling yourself as a young man. Ladies start get into girls and stuff like that. How was that for you?
Well, studies show that 7th graders, especially for young men, are formative years, right?
Okay.
And you start to, like you said, learn your identity. The thing that derailed me early on when I was in middle school is I didn't know it was okay for me to be comfortable with being me.
Ooh, that's good.
And so what happened was,
They gonna clip that. You know that, right?
let's do it. Man. I didn't know it was okay for me to be comfortable with being me, i.e., a black kid.
For sure.
And so I'd be looked at and say, hey man, you're from the white kids or whoever it may be. It's like, man, you're too white to be black.
Oh.
And from the
Black
other
kids,
black kids, you're too black, or you're not black enough. And so I'm like, oh, I don't know who I want to be. So what made life hard for me is I was whoever you wanted me to be.
Okay.
And so I was never me. And so I'm walking around. People say, man, look at Keren. Nah, man, it was a shell. I say this all the time. Rebellious teenagers aren't the only ones carrying fake IDs. I was carrying a different ID than I was living. And so it may have said my name, but it wasn't my face. It wasn't who God made me to be.
Man.
And so I went 7th grade, 8th grade, just trying to be everyone else that I try to be who Colin wanted me to be.
For sure.
If you wanted me to be,
Not me. I ain't want no smoke.
I feel that.
I see. I look like you work out.
A little bit.
I don't want no pressure.
I'm not gonna flex. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, that's powerful, man. I know there's a lot of people that have similar stories to that. What advice would you give to someone who is in that kind of space where they like, I call them an outcast.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Not that they are an outcast, but they've been outcast. Mm-hmm. So like I said something like J. Cole will say that too. Like, I ain't an outcast, I've been outcast. You know what I mean?
Right.
And what would you say to somebody? Like, how are you pushing yourself through that? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not accepted here with my peoples, and then I'm trying to fit in here, and I'm still not accepted here because I don't look like these people.
Yeah. Man, that's a good question. I think it's a mental game.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is I had to learn to accept the things I could not change. I could not change that my parents are Haitian. Mm-hmm. I could not change that the color of my skin was darker than most people around me. Mm-hmm. I could not change that I like anime. I could not change. So I had to accept that. Once you learn to accept the things you cannot change, you'll be able to accept the things that is who you are.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
That's a good statement right there.
I was like, man, this is me. Like it took me into my late 20s for me to be like,
oh, this is past high school.
No, this was so the learning of it was now.
Okay, sure.
You know what I'm saying?
This is looking back hindsight.
But there were moments where I was like, there were moments where I had pockets of the true me. Mm-hmm. Moments. I could even remember it. 8th grade, I remember one time they're like, yo, we're playing Capture the Flag. And I remember like, you remember And1? You ever?
And1, yeah, the mixtape.
Hot Sauce?
Yeah, Hot Sauce.
That was my nickname back then, boy. Yeah.
White boy, professor.
Yeah,
and
professor, all that,
I
man.
remember And1 heavy.
Spider, and all that folks.
Yeah, okay.
So I was like, okay, I'm into all that. So I want to do the sleeves. Remember Hot Sauce? How you did
Yeah, had a half sleeve on it.
So I remember like, dude, if I go there, people are gonna make fun of me. They're gonna think I'm weird. They're gonna like, what are you doing? I was like, you know what? Forget it. I don't care.
Right.
That's a freeing statement right there.
For sure.
I don't care what you think. I'm good with it. Mm-hmm. I'm at peace with it. So I went over there and rocked it. And to my surprise, what's funny is oftentimes we think other people's world is our world or our world is other people's world. In other words, we think that people are thinking what we're thinking. They're not.
You're not. Yeah. That's our brains.
That's our brain.
For sure.
And so I walked out there in my Hot Sauce fit and people was vibing.
That's
like,
on the big
up?
T's. Did you have the big T's?
My whites.
Listen, the Dadas.
Oh yeah.
The spinner.
Bro, I had one. Yeah. In 8th grade. Yes, sir. I had that. Oh, come on. You throwing it back.
The East Bay magazine.
Oh, bro. East Bay. Everybody wanted to be on East Bay. You started looking at that stuff.
For sure. I ordered the prescription. Like the subscription, got it to the crib. So I got where you was at.
I remember, dog. Dude, the first time I saw Dadas, I thought, Dad, I said, Pops, I gotta have it.
I gotta have them.
Gotta have it. They spin white. I'm like, nah, that's it.
Would you say you were spoiled? Would you say you were spoiled?
No.
No?
By no means.
Okay.
Man, we was wearing Walmart before Walmart was cool.
Okay.
Bro, Felines was where we was rocking.
Forever I love Atlanta.
Forever. And so we were not spoiled.
Okay.
My dad. So,
was he pastoring during that time, like middle school and stuff? He had his own church or was, okay.
And so we didn't have anything. Let me say it this way. We had all that we needed.
For sure.
But we may not have the game console that everyone had. We may not have the shoes. We had to go to the flea market for me to buy off-brand Jordans. Man,
That's rough. That's
yeah,
rough.
Man.
That's rough. I'm making cover my shoes up.
I know.
But so you made it through middle school, which is good. Any major accomplishments in middle school? Would you say?
No, man. I think
it was just identity.
It was just identity.
That's good.
Figuring out who I am.
I got kids right now, and that's the space that they're in, man. Making it through middle school.
That's why I started. When I started in ministry, I started with middle school because I wanted to be the voice I wish I had when I was at that age.
Fire.
And so, like, man, I want to tell young kids, like 7th, 8th
okay
grade, it's okay to be a nerd.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's okay to love sports.
Them nerds, 10 years and 15 years from now is going to be millionaires. They're going to be signing your checks.
It's okay. And these are some of the caricatures that people were putting on it. It's okay to be a band geek.
For sure.
It's okay to love all the stuff. It's all right, man. Yeah. It's all right. And so don't let anybody discourage you from being you.
And what you like.
And what you like. And so that's some things I try to tell young people all the time, man. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm unapologetic. Like I love the things I love. I love it. I don't care.
So high school, how was high school? Did you get in middle school? Were you into girls?
Yeah, a little bit. Not like that.
Not like crazy.
Yeah.
Now it's sped up. You see all the stuff on Instagram and YouTube, and these kids. Yeah. So you already catch the vibe.
Yeah. So
how was high school?
So high school was the harder years.
Okay.
And so middle school was, okay, learning my identity. High school was practicing that out. When I was in ninth grade, I got bullied. That's the most I've ever experienced racism. There's this group of guys that just didn't like me.
Okay.
Strictly because I look different in the color of my skin. And there are moments where I get pushed into lockers.
For real?
Yeah. There are
Like TV stuff.
TV stuff.
But it was real life.
Like walking in the hallway and seeing the group of the gentlemen, and I'm just like,
The jocks.
They weren't even jocks, man. Because I played sports.
Okay.
And part of what saved me, so a quick story is there was a moment they had planned to jump me at a football game. I was on JV at the time.
Okay.
And it caught wind from all my football brothers. And so when I got to the game, when I thought I was by myself, there was 20 dudes right there with me.
Make you feel invincible.
Oh, come on, man. There's nothing like...
It makes you feel invincible.
Man,
it's like, I tell people, this is when I was in the world. I said, you pop that gangster stuff when you got 100 dudes behind you. I met people who popped it and they was by themselves.
Yep.
So it's a little different when you got...
So like it was 3 of them and it was one of me, and I'm just like, oh man. And again, I'm in ninth grade, bro.
Right.
These kids are probably juniors. I don't even remember what grade they're in. They were older, and I was like, okay, this is how I got to practice out me standing up for myself. So
Where the siblings at?
Man, they're younger than me.
Oh,
I'm
you're
the oldest of 5.
Okay.
And so I got to lead the way.
Oh man, yeah.
So
that's a tough burden.
It was, man. And so like, they caught wind, and it was like a movie, bro.
Okay.
I walked in, and all of a sudden they're like, yo, where are they at? I'm like, who? I heard the people want to jump you. And then so one after another, my brothers came by, and it was lit. And so I remember sitting on the bleachers. It was me and then everybody, all of my dogs.
That's dope.
So it was tough, man. It was tough because then I started to challenge, like, okay, is it okay for me to be black? It's okay for me to talk in the way I talk. Do I have to use certain things that the world says only black people can do?
Bro,
You know what I'm
I would
saying?
never have known you were Haitian if you didn't tell me. Like you don't have that accent.
It's like one of those things. And so like it's funny because like,
But it can switch on though. I'm pretty sure.
it could switch on.
Do you
Yes.
speak Creole?
Oh, Mbala
Oh, okay.
Yes,
I got
sir.
I got nothing for you. But I actually interviewed someone who was from Haiti. His story is a little different than yours. He came here.
Okay.
You were born.
I was born here. Yep.
Okay. So American Haitian, if that's a thing. Okay.
Yeah,
But
man.
Pops came back.
Pops straight from the boat. Yeah, man. He came over and worked hard. And
That's
did his
good.
thing.
That's good.
But yeah, man. So high school was tough, and so I started to learn. Okay, like I gotta figure out like it's okay to be me. And so there's I share with you off camera about a brand that I have called BU,
Sure.
and it all is originated from
That era.
That era.
That's fire.
Like it's okay to be you.
That's fire.
It's okay to be the you that God created.
Shout out to BU brand.
Shout out to BU.
That's fire.
coming
That's
out
fire. I
back
like
in.
it. I like it. All right. So high school wasn't super impactful. You graduated. How was your grades?
Man, I was all right. Like, gosh, I wish. When you're older, you look back like, wow,
Why did not? Yeah, it would have made things so much easier.
High school was easy.
It is.
All you had to do was just listen and do the work.
And they will generally just push you through.
Straight up.
Yeah.
And so the only thing that was like really, really, I guess you call it accomplishment was football.
Okay.
And I wasn't, because I started in high school.
Okay.
I wasn't like, some D1 athlete. But I had speed.
Sure. What position you
I
played?
played running back.
Yeah, I can tell. You
me
got
a running
the build, dog.
Yeah,
You got the build.
I did.
What was your 4.4 or 40? What was your 40?
40. That's where.
Don't be lying. There's somebody watching that knows you.
They do.
They gonna see it.
They do.
What was that 4.4?
4.39.
4.3.
Yeah.
That's
That
crazy.
was when I was in college. I played football in college. That's what I ran unofficial on a stopwatch.
Ooh. Where'd you go to school at?
I went to school in a school in Ohio called Mount Union University.
Okay.
Now that's where my testimony gets crazy because I only went there 1 year.
Okay.
Because I ended up dropping out.
Okay. Right after high school, you graduated. You say, I'm getting out of Florida.
No, bro, it was interesting because what happens is there's this thing called a recruiting fair.
Okay.
And what happens is there's a collective of coaches that high school coaches send film of their
To schools.
And so then when they come back from that whatever is
Sure.
showing it is, there's a list of names next to the person that they're interested. So for instance, I had like 11 colleges that were like, all right, we're interested in this kid. When he comes back, he can come talk to us.
Right.
So that's what it was. And
Okay.
so as I'm walking, I'm looking at all the schools that I was interested in. I'm walking, and again, I'm young. My parents are Haitian. They don't really
They
don't understand that stuff.
Sure.
So I went by myself. I didn't even go with them. I went with my coach because they were working.
Okay.
And again, culture it's not understood, and so
Doesn't translate well.
Doesn't translate. And so I went and I chose Mount Union strictly because of the colors, man. I didn't even know who they were.
What color was it?
It was purple and black, man.
Ooh, that's
purple
royalty.
Was my favorite color.
That's royalty.
Yeah.
That's fire.
And so
What was the mascot? What was the mascot?
Raider.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
I like that because they look good.
Yeah. And so so it was a table, and there was a picture of a dude who was making this crazy one-handed catch.
Okay.
And I looked at him like, who is that? His name is Pierre Garçon, who was Haitian.
Okay.
He just got drafted by the Colts. I was like, say what?
It's my spot.
Yeah,
I'm here.
And
I'm here.
And they said, they had their rings. They said, in the last 10 years at the time, we won 9 national championships. I was like, say less.
What division is that?
So it's a Division 3.
3.
Yep.
Okay. What conference? Do you know the conference?
It's,
you remember the conference?
No, I don't remember.
Like they have like MEAC and
I don't remember the conference.
Okay. Division
D3.
Okay. They give you a scholarship?
So what they did was they gave me a lot of grant money.
Even better.
Right.
Yeah, same thing.
And so it was this grant money. It's like, all right, we're gonna piece like 4 or 5 grant money
together
to let you go.
Get you there.
And so I got to go, and
this the first time you're away from the crib,
bro.
You grew up in a strict house.
Yeah.
So how was that transition, bro? How was that?
Man, because of my personality, it was because there's a lot between that happened, right? The dash is crazy between like me leaving and me getting there.
Fire.
Because I had a girlfriend at the time. We ended up breaking up while I was there.
Okay.
Went through like a depression spell.
Okay.
And then that's when I was introduced to alcohol.
From the relationship, that's what the depression.
So the relationship, the end of the relationship. So there's statistics that show that the rate of depression of students who are out of state is super high. Because you go to a foreign place, you don't know anybody. Now you're by yourself. So I had her at the time, so I was cool.
Okay.
And I'm texting her. I'm cool. I go to my dorm. I had friends, and I was in the football program. But like it was comforting to know that I had
back home.
And then it ended while I was there. Now I went
nuts.
Yeah, man, nuts. And that's
you
when
got access to everything now.
And that's when I really dove into like alcohol.
Smoke.
Like I didn't.
Oh.
But I did.
Okay.
But not a lot though. Not a lot. And because I was an athlete, I never liked the idea of inhaling something. If somebody was, but like my roommate, man. Shout out to my roommate. I won't throw his name out. Shout out to my roommate. Yeah.
He knows.
Yeah, he knows. That was my dog. That was my dog. But there was one time we was going. He called me Special K. He goes,
Special K.
Special K. Special K's here. I walk in this room and there's a whole bunch of folks out there, and this one of his girlfriends at the time, she's throwing back a bottle of 151 Bacardi.
The stuff you could light on fire. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, man.
Even when I drunk alcohol, I wasn't touching that.
Man, but I didn't know.
Yeah. That's I'm freshman.
I'm new.
Whatever
man,
you can. You ain't even 21.
No.
Yeah, you ain't
I was.
21.
Yeah. Hey, stay in school.
Stay with the feds.
Yeah. Stay in school.
Made it through.
But yeah, so like I walk in the room and she's throwing back 151, and for like she was throwing it back for like 7 seconds, and so she challenged me. Go ahead, Keren, do it. And I said, what? And I did it. 2 seconds and I threw up. And then it started there. And what happened is, here's where it went bad. It wasn't the drinking. It was the reason for drinking. I was using it as a coping mechanism.
Sure.
So I was just getting drunk.
Alcohol's a depressant too. So it's going to magnify whatever it is that you're going through.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking, I feel good for a little bit. I'm numb. Let me do it again. I'm worse. Oh, let me go back to it because this is what's going to help. Not knowing that, it wasn't really helping like that. And so
tough.
It was crazy. And so in the midst of that, I met I didn't meet her, but me and my wife, now we were talking friends. And honestly,
she went to the school?
She didn't. We were long distance.
Oh, where's she from?
From my hometown, Englewood.
Okay.
She was at the church.
You must have been on Facebook or something. How you find her?
We met in high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just knew her?
Yeah, I met her in 10th grade. The first thing she said to her friend when I walked in the room was, if I fall in love with anybody, it'd be that kid right there. We didn't start talking until like 2 years after that.
Okay.
And really got serious when I was in college.
Okay.
And so.
But you had a girlfriend at the time too.
I did.
Okay.
That's
Papa was a Rolling Stone, baby.
I know.
Hey, we all fall short.
I know. Some of that stuff is coming out now live, but yeah, it's one of those things where, man, I hated the person I was, but that's what happened. And so
Was
our relationship
was faith heavy during that time?
No, because my dad's a pastor,
Sure.
right? I was around God.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know him though.
Okay.
And so faith was an accessory. I just wore it when I needed to wear it.
Right, sure.
I took it off and I didn't feel like messing with it. And so my wife, though, at the time, she's a pastor's kid. So she is on fire for Jesus.
Okay.
And she would every single day.
Hit you with something.
Every day. Hey, man, you coming to church? Hey, you reading the Bible? Every day. And there's one moment in high school, she came up to me. We weren't dating at the time. We were just friends. And she looked at me. She said, crying, tears in her eyes. I'm looking at this girl. I'm like, dude, this girl's crazy. Like, who is this girl? And then she's crying. She's like, man, there's a purpose for your life. God is calling you. You got to surrender to him. And I'm like, please, get out of here. And so, but she is honestly the catalyst to where I am right now, Faith. If it wasn't for her pushing me the way she did, I would not be.
Shout her out.
Shout out, man. Keren Emanuel, my love, man, my ride or die. Year 14 in August. Let's go.
Good. That's amazing. Congratulations.
Appreciate that.
People ask me like, when they ask you how you know to use your wife, I'm like, bro, everything about her brought me closer to God. Mm-hmm. It was such an easy and quick decision that was made.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My story is crazy. I'm gonna drop mine a little later, but that's just me to you. Like, I already can see. No brainer.
Easy.
It's a no brainer.
What's funny is, for me, it wasn't that fast. It took a while for me to get to okay, this is her.
That's that Haitian blood.
Man, that stubbornness. You know what I mean?
That's strong.
You know what I mean?
I feel it.
Like, I don't need nobody. I don't need nobody.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Good.
But yeah, man. So college went off. I excelled athletically. I went there. One of the worst hands. One of
not Booby Miles.
Crazy.
God made Booby black. Booby is strong.
But yeah, I left one of the top freshmen.
Okay.
I got pulled up so in D3 they still have JV varsity.
Okay.
Because they don't have scholarships, and so there are like a lot of people on the team. So they had to split it to make sure everyone got to play.
Over 60 on the roster.
Well over. Oh yeah, man.
Oh man.
It was a whole bunch
Ooh, that's tough.
And it was crazy is there was a group from Florida.
Okay.
Like 30
Practice squad, A, B, C squad. Yeah.
Like Florida was running that thing.
Oh man.
And so I had a game where I scored 3 touchdowns.
Okay.
And the coach pulled me out of practice. He called me out. He's like, hey man, Keren, you couldn't even say my name right. Like, Keren, you show flashes of brilliance. I never forget him saying that. And he pulled me on the varsity, and I was with some of the folks, and shout out to Cecil Short III. He was on there. He actually got drafted in the NFL as well.
Oh, word. Who he played for?
He played for Jacksonville. He played for the Texans.
Okay.
Not in any particular order. He played for the Bucks. And yeah, man, he was a really catalyst moment for me at that time too, because he was a God-fearing man.
Good.
And he'd be like, hey, we're going to Bible study, FCA.
Yeah, then we're going to practice.
Yeah. And he was that dude. Like,
okay.
When you talk about, like, you see those next-tier athletes, and seeing on TV is different than seeing it in person.
You don't know what the backstory is. You don't know how their day-to-day is, that routine.
I'm watching it.
Yeah.
This dude we just get done with practice, and we're running routes again without coaches.
Yeah, dedication.
Yeah.
Those are the greats.
Studying, too. Like, we've been in a film room, and coaches say something, he's like, nah, I don't need your answer, Cecil. Like, he was that guy, and he was gifted.
Those are the greats.
No, those are people I want to be around. So he was cool, and so he does tell me, he come pretty boy, like, man, you got to keep it up. There's a future for you. And so what happened was, man, like, man, I just excelled athletically, but academically failed. Didn't go to class. Didn't really get the importance of it.
Of student athlete.
Student athlete.
Yeah.
Student.
The key word for y'all that don't know is student 100%. Athlete. Yeah.
So I skipping classes, partying, hanging out, just not doing
it. Were the coaches heavy on your case? Like, did they pop up to classes or?
Nah, because there was so many of us.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
There's a lot.
So, if they were, it was those that were like top tier. Not that anybody wasn't important. It's just,
but these are
my performers.
Yeah.
Like,
it's our bread and butter right here.
Right.
We trying to win.
Exactly. And so no, I didn't. And
so did they put you on academic probation?
So coach, one of the my offensive coordinator at the time comes up to me and he said, "Hey, Keren," he goes, "You're an expletive idiot." He says your grade I was at a 1.4. Yep.
You gotta try to.
I gotta try. I worked hard for that.
Yeah, you gotta try. That's like that's saying, I'm not getting up. I'm not going to this class.
I was not trying it.
Yeah.
funny story, public speaking. So it's what I do for a living now, so to speak. My public speaking class, I failed it on purpose because I didn't want to do it. Like, my professor's like, hey, Keren, you ready for your speech? I was like, nope. He's like, you know you can get an F, right? I said, absolutely. He's like, okay, understood.
Yeah, hook it up.
That's it.
You interesting.
Yeah,
boy.
bro.
Interesting.
I never wanted to do this. Bro.
Yeah, okay.
Never want to do what I'm doing right now. Never. Ever.
So they put you on probation or whatever happens, and you get kicked
so
out.
coach gave me instructions, and it wasn't even kicking out. He said, "Hey, look, you got a 1.4. If you go to summer school, do these classes, you can make it up. You can fix it to play at least in the spring.
Right.
Sorry, in the fall. No, spring. In the spring.
Okay.
And so you'll be fine because I go to summer school, the fall semester, and then spring.
By the time it starts,
I'll be good.
Good for ball.
I got home. I was like, bump this.
Went home summer.
Bump this.
Back to Florida.
Back to Florida. I was like, I'm done. And I dropped out.
Never went back.
Never
Did you
went
leave
back.
anything behind?
Nah.
No.
I took everything, man.
See, I got a story where I left everything. And,
Oh, nah, man.
They booked it.
Well, they kick, summertime, so everyone's out of the door.
Oh, yeah, they do clean.
Yeah, they
do
clean the dorms. So I was
Okay.
like, I'm dipping out, and I don't like to live with regrets, but I wish I did that one differently. They're part of me, and God has a way of working our story out. And honestly, I do think that although God knows the path, there are multiple paths that God has for you and I.
Sure.
So He could have still had me here, and I could have still went to school.
It's like when people say you got free will, right? I tell people, and I got this from my pops. My pops will say, God will place a cup here and a cup here and allow you to make that decision, but you thinking it's you. Is that really free will? Or are you only making a decision based on the choices that are presented? You know what I'm saying? Think about that. Do you really have free will? Because you can only choose A and B. But there are probably C, D, Z, E, double D, and you only get to pick. So,
But I would push back slightly, saying it's still free will because you don't even know that there's only multiple options.
ignorance is not an excuse.
But listen though, if we'll get into, I don't know the audience, so we don't want to get into all stuff. But the idea of free will, to strip that away would necessitate or nullify the role of God in our lives or our lives in God. So then we just be robots. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But I'm with you though. And honestly, just because something is known doesn't mean it's caused or determined.
Right. Facts.
Just because God knows that you may have two options and you may think you're going to choose A, I know you're going to choose B. But just because I know that doesn't mean I cause you to choose it.
Yeah, sure.
But nonetheless, bro, I
Went back to the crib.
went back to the crib and said, I'm done.
What did you have a game plan or no?
Nah.
Nothing. How was it? Was it welcoming? Like when your pops,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's like, come on back.
Come back swole, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, son, you come home, man. Like, super proud. Like, my dad went to college, but later on in his life.
Okay.
And then, now this time, I don't even think he finished college.
Okay.
And so my brother he was playing football too at Avery in Virginia. He finished there. My great athlete.
Y'all went everywhere, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
and so
good.
he went to Avery. I went to Mount Union, and I came back, dropped out, and I started working. I was working in Tampa.
Okay.
At BJ's. I was working. It's a wholesale club.
Yeah. Like Sam's Club.
Like Sam's Club.
Okay.
Exactly.
But it's BJ's.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I was working overnight shift, and I just worked and partied.
Stocking and
Yep.
just living at the crib?
I moved to Tampa.
Okay.
So I was like, I ain't staying at the crib.
When you came back,
I came back, dropped
got your
out.
own spot.
'Cause I started summer school.
Okay.
I started it.
The beginning.
And I said, no, I'm not doing this. And I quit.
It's not for everybody.
I quit, and so, but I would even say that I quit.
Sure.
It wasn't even if it wasn't for me, I just quit, and that's something that that part bugs me sometimes.
To just
Like,
give up.
I just gave up.
Yeah.
Even think about some of the sacrifices, like my dad, the things that he did through, and how he pushed
To
through
get y'all, yeah.
to get me where I was at, and I quit. And so that, again, I don't live with regrets, but I wish I would have done that differently.
Okay.
But God worked it out because I worked, and then I never forget, man. I'll never forget. I'd always hear my dad's voice in my head, son, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? And then there was one night I was on a forklift, and I remember it's November 2009. Forklift, and this song came on that I believe my wife put on my iPod.
Okay.
I remember them things, iPods.
Okay.
Yeah,
She's your wife at this time?
she's my girlfriend.
Okay.
She put
You calling her your wife now?
my fault,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
My wife now, but my girlfriend at the time.
At the
put
time.
a song on my iPod that I would never listen to. Bro.
Okay.
I'm out here bumping Lil
Yo,
Wayne.
I remember that iPods.
You know what I'm saying?
Shuffles.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Little silver,
Yes,
a slim
sir.
one.
Yes, sir. A single one.
And so I am listening to this song by Barlow Girl. Says that's I Need Your Love. It's a punk Christian all girl band.
I ain't heard that.
Hey, exactly.
Okay. You know that's not on my iPad.
That's not on. That's not.
What you using LimeWire and stuff?
All day.
Yeah,
all day. Illegal downloading music.
Around, man. I know what's going on, bro.
LimeWire is a spot.
Yeah, so
man.
you got the iPod bumping.
And so that song comes on.
That song on your iPod.
And again, like I'm on a forklift. It's like probably 2:00 in the morning, and this song comes on. Talk about how we need Jesus to love us. And honestly, the thing is, like, some of the lyrics was, "Man, how could you love me? Have you not seen all the things I've done? How could you like?" And so as the lyrics are just sinking into my soul, tears are running down my eyes. And at that moment, God showed me who I was and who He called me to be, and I gave my life right then and there. I fully surrendered to the Lord.
Don't need no altar.
No music, no altar.
pastor.
I'm on a forklift, nothing.
Yeah.
I'm on a forklift, and then there's this dude who was there. His name is Gabe, and that place was that's men work there. You know what I mean? So you don't cry.
Yeah,
So
for
it's
sure.
like, Karen, what's wrong with you? He's like, you good? He was eating Skittles at the time.
It's 3 o'clock in the
he's
morning.
Like, he's like, why are you crying? And I'm like, man, I'm good. And so I'm like, man, I remember I called my girlfriend at the time. I said, hey, babe, I need to find a church. Like, what's a tithe? Like understand that I'm a pastor's kid.
Sure.
And I don't, some of these fundamental things, I didn't even know what that was.
Right.
That's how distant I was from the Lord.
Okay.
And so I'm like, I found a church. I start going. And then I end up moving back home because I'm like, you know what, let me save money. Let me get out of this environment. And went moving back home.
Sure.
Living with my parents for a little bit. And and then I started going to church at my girlfriend's church.
Oh, where her dad was a pastor?
Yep.
How did that play out?
Man, that's a whole nother thing. That's a whole nother thing, bro.
Those feed pads.
Yeah.
How did that play out?
Yeah,
You dated the pastor's wife.
He didn't like me, man.
Okay.
And you know, I'll keep it G-rated, but our relationship started backwards, and so we started physically before we even did anything else.
Sure.
And so that didn't, and you know, I was 19, she was 18, and pastor
Don't sit
found
well.
out didn't sit well, so he didn't like me. To
Okay.
him, I'm just a punk trying to take his daughter.
Right.
And so I give my life to the Lord, and our relationship was just.
It's still like, man, if you don't get out of here, that's
he didn't
dad.
like me, man.
Yeah, for sure.
And matter of fact, I borderline say he hated me.
Is he still around?
He is.
God bless. Okay.
And I end up working for him.
Okay.
And he says this all the time. He likes me better than his daughter. And we are like this.
Working at the church?
Yeah.
Okay.
He is my second father.
Nice.
We are like, I'm talking about like tight.
Yeah, them is ordained.
Crazy.
That's
how it
ordained
happened.
relationships.
Yeah, crazy how it happened.
He wasn't going nowhere.
No. And so I'm going back to church and I'm loving the Lord, man. Just on fire, bro.
Okay.
Again, at the time, Colin, I'm telling you, I had no intentions of being in ministry. I'm like, all right, I'm working at Publix. I'm like, all right, I'm finna be a manager,
Right.
get me my stocks, and do my thing. And I was at a conference, and I remember the speaker giving the response moment at the end of the service. There's a moment to respond, and he makes a claim, and he says, if anybody feels called into ministry, go ahead and throw your hands up. So I remember sitting there, and I'm like, oh, he's a cool speaker, and like,
Yeah, it's good.
so I'm like,
Why's my hand going up?
so I chalked it up to, I'm just admiring the speaker and I'm emotionally motivated. There's nothing deeper than that. So I brushed it off. It happened again where I felt like I was called into ministry. Again, why this is important, because I did not want to do it. It's like looking at you and say, hey, in 2 years, you're going to be a firefighter. You're like, I'm not going to be.
Yeah, there's no way.
It's not even remotely in my mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
Like, it was not even close. And so I am in love with the Lord, working at Publix, grinding away, and I'm serving the best I can. I'll tell you people this, man, especially when it comes to church. In order to stay connected, you got to serve. Once you get connected, you stay connected.
For sure.
And I was connected. We had a network, and I'm sitting in front of my mother-in-law, who was my youth pastor at the time. And then I ended up being a leader at that ministry. I'm sitting there, and she's like working through stuff, and she goes, man, I need a middle school director. And I'm just like,
Again,
I'll do
that
it.
feeling.
Man, it was like an out-of-body experience. I'm like, boy, what you doing? You dropped out of college. You have no ministry education whatsoever. What are you doing? She looked at me. She goes, and my mother is direct, loving. My mother-in-law is direct and loving. She's like, honey, don't play with me. I'm like, I got you. She's like, okay. And that's where it started.
Nice.
So then I ended up going to I did a ministry school. Ended up getting I'm going to a university.
Okay.
Got my bachelor's degree in ministerial leadership.
Okay.
In a couple of years, I'm seeking my master's degree in leadership as well. And so I was in ministry, and then the rest is history, man.
When did you get married?
I got married in 2012.
Okay. How was your walk at that time?
Stronger than ever.
Okay.
Yeah, man. It was like, again, all that happened. So 2009, I gave my life to the Lord, and then 2010 to 2012, I'm just on fire. I am on fire.
Okay.
And so then I got called to ministry, and I'm working in a church because I started working in church that summer.
Did you have any vices during that? You remember any vices? Stuff that was holding you to the...
Yeah, like some of the common ones that young men would deal with. Pornography was one of those.
Okay.
And then again, identity. Again, this is why this is huge for me now. Identity, because again, I'm in a fellowship, a Christian fellowship that is predominantly white.
Okay.
And I'm the only brother, one of few. Let me say it that way. I wasn't the only, one of few. And so I didn't feel like I fit in. And so I had to work with that.
Be you.
Be me.
Shout out to Be You.
I had to work through that. And so and again, all this is my perspective. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever.
Sure.
It wasn't like I was being mistreated. It's just like I felt out of
That's your experience.
my experience.
No one
I
can
felt
take
out of
that.
place.
Yeah.
And so ministry happened, but I'm on fire for the Lord. I didn't care. Yeah. I didn't care. I'm loving these 6, 7, 8 graders.
So
man.
you get married, right? You on fire for the Lord, which is an amazing space to be in. Tell me about marriage life and how you said 14 years?
Yeah, man, 14 years in August.
Bro, I tell people all the time it is a challenging task to make forever last.
Boy, say that
You
again.
hear me? You hear me? A challenging task. It's a challenging task to make forever last. How do you do it?
Work.
What kind of work, man? Give me a tip. Give me a trick. 14 years. I'm looking at you as an admirer. I'm a student right now.
Man, bro.
Let me put this in my notes.
Yeah. Man, there's so much to say.
Sure.
The biggest thing I think I had to learn is I'll start by saying this. One of the things that makes a healthy marriage is first a healthy individual. And I was not healthy. Healthy couples are made up of healthy individuals, not perfect, but healthy. I was not healthy.
As far as like baggage and trauma?
As far as understanding what it meant to be a man and a husband. Like, I didn't understand like what it meant to be a man and a husband. I still was struggling with insecurity.
Even though you had the blueprint.
Even though I thought I did. I thought I understood it. But yeah, it was tough. And so right now, what I would tell anybody who's getting married, anybody who's in marriage, work at it. It doesn't happen by accident. What we want is for marriage to be successful overnight. Marriage is only successful over time.
Yeah.
And
I was reading a book, and they gave the analogy of two hills, right? And they were like, oftentimes people want to go from the top of the hill to the other side of the top of the hill, and they don't realize that it's a slope, right? And at the slope, it's a low point in that situation. And oftentimes people will quit, like you did in college. They will quit before they can even crest the peak, or you know what I mean? And then eventually you will plateau. Yep. So that's good advice to give. Make sure I'll take heed to that too as well.
I'll tell you this too though, and here's what I've learned. Life is a classroom that we didn't know we were in. And in those low moments are lessons we have to learn.
Sure.
Because whenever you and I go through difficult moments, we will not grow if we don't learn something from what we went through.
Sure.
And so I am.
Get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Get comfortable being uncomfortable. And when you're facing a trial or a tough moment, pull your pencil out and pad and take notes. What are you learning about you?
See, bro, I gotta get better at journaling. I gotta get better. I do it, and I'll look back on my notes now, and I'll be like, man, last time I put something in was 10, 6:25. I'm like, oh man, I need to write. I need to write something. So
and even after a conflict, like especially like back in the day, it's like, all right, well, okay, what did I learn? I learned that I get angry way too fast. So work on that. I learned that I misunderstand or I'm quick to judge and not give people the benefit of doubt.
Sure.
Especially my wife. And so I'm learning those things and working at it. But it's work.
That's good.
It's work. The first 6 years of my marriage was hell. Be with you. The last several years.
Reaping the benefits.
Love it, man.
You stayed through the valley.
It's like wine.
Yeah, get better with age.
Get better with age.
That's
why
good.
You hear all these couples who are like, married 30, 40, 50 years, and you're like, man, how are y'all so in sync?
Yeah.
It's because
they start looking alike.
They start looking like, sounding like. What happened? And the number one thing I hear is we didn't quit when it got hard. We went through it together.
Yeah.
So
that's about I made to my wife. I say, you know what? I don't care what's gonna happen. I ain't going nowhere. I just ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, don't go nowhere. Just go to the other room.
Yeah.
But just don't go nowhere. You get mad. You can go to the other room.
Yeah.
But don't leave. Don't leave. Stay put.
So that's fire.
Yeah, man.
So you guys are married.
Yeah.
Marriage is a little rocky. You got children, right?
Yeah.
How many?
5 girls, man.
Salute. 5 girls.
You know what Kobe said?
What he say?
Kobe said, anybody can make boys.
For sure.
It's a real man to make a boy.
How does it say?
It takes a king
Okay.
to make princesses.
Y'all remember that because I got girls too.
Yes, sir. And so, yeah, man, I wanted a boy, obviously.
What's the age, man?
Age is 12, 9, 5, 4, and 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just had one.
Yeah.
Fresh out.
She'll be,
Still in
she'll be
diapers.
3. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Shouts out to the dads, man.
I've been in diapers for 12 years.
Oh
man.
my God.
I've seen diapers.
My dad calls it the bubble. He's
bubble?
like, he's just a
Oh,
space
right, yeah.
that you're in when you have children and they are young. He's like, it's the bubble, and your lingo is no, stop, don't, sit, stop, no. He says, so you in that bubble. I'm in a bubble too. I'm in a bubble
so
too.
you have 4, right?
I got 4, and
What are the ages?
one on the way.
Oh, you about to have 5 too?
Yeah.
Let's
Girls.
go. Let's go.
12.
Okay.
Oh, 11, 10, 9, 6, and then the one on the way.
When's the baby due?
July.
Okay.
Yeah.
July 2026, huh?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm in the bubble with you, man.
Yeah,
we got a story. We got a
We gotta
story.
stick together, bro.
I had different distractions than you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This ain't my story.
I
This
feel
is
you, I
yours.
feel you, yeah.
So the kids, how's that? How's being a dad?
I love it.
You love it?
Love it.
Do you think when you had your first that it changed anything about you?
Yeah, 100%.
What do you think it changed?
The fact that I can't think about myself anymore. You know what I'm saying?
But prior to that, you had your wife, so you wasn't even.
Yeah, but so we were in a rough spot.
Okay.
So
okay.
Because I had my first daughter 11 months after we got married. Yeah, it was.
Okay.
It was. We were throwing the
How
fire.
how did Dad take to that?
Well, he was cool, man. My dad had the saying, he's like, hey, son, you play, you pay. So he would always say that all the time. But at that time, we were much better. He gave me, before I got married, he said, son, you need to do several things. You need to have your own place, you have a full-time job, and you have benefits and a car. I did all of those things before I got married.
Fire.
So him and I became, so at that point, by the time I got married, we were
And that relationship changes, right? From an adolescent to now, I'm looking at you as a man.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I was super rebellious. I couldn't hear from my dad. You know what I'm saying? Did you have any type of those situations, or did you always take heed to the information he was pushing?
I always did, but
Okay.
I was a silent rebellion. And so like, in other words, like yes sir, I go do my thing. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? I hear you.
But I'm still-
I'm out.
Okay.
Like, oh yeah, pops, yeah, you right. Yeah, but I'm not doing it. So I'd rebel for sure. But I always, especially my dad, I always run back to like who he was as a man and the words he said over my life. And
Sure.
so, even as I sit in this moment, I can sense how he's impacted me in greater ways and
That's
even
fire.
else.
That's fire. And that story is unique because a lot of us now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That dad role is not always pertinent. It's not always around. You know what I mean? It's a good thing to hear a brother's story, and their father has been there consistently throughout.
And I'm grateful for that. You know, my dad wasn't perfect.
Sure.
But he was present.
Yeah, ain't no man perfect. Yeah, just a man.
It's just a man.
That's
He
it.
puts his pants on like I do.
Yeah, everybody, we bleed the same.
He's the same.
That's cool.
He was it, man. I appreciate my pops for
That's cool. That's cool. That's good. So, outside of family, I know you expressed that you were in ministry. You're in ministry now.
Yep.
I've attended service.
Yep.
I heard you speak.
Okay.
Okay. You got some fire behind you,
all right,
man.
all right.
You got some fire behind you. Tell me about what got you to that position. What got you to that space? You know what I mean? Like, I know you on fire for the Lord. You in church. You doing the thing with the youth.
Yep.
Or middle school or.
Middle school. Yep. Started there.
Tell me that transition.
So it's funny because whenever like I don't have any kind of like cool, sexy ministry like
Story.
It's one of those of faithfulness.
Okay.
And answering the call.
Okay.
What I would tell people is I feel my calling is like I equate it to this. Think of a pizza. And so the Lord is coming up to me and he has a pizza and there are multiple slices. And whatever slice he tells me to take, I take it. At first it was middle school, then it was high school, then it was to move from Englewood to Brandon, and I did youth still there.
Okay.
Then it was youth to connections, which is more of like a guest services.
Okay.
And then from connections to location, to lead a location.
Okay.
Now to lead a portable location, to where I'm one of the primary communicators. And so I didn't have a plan for this. I didn't have a blueprint. I don't have like an ultimate goal.
Sure.
It's more or less, God, wherever you want me to go,
I will serve.
that's where I'm at.
Yeah, my mom will say the best way to serve God is by serving humanity. Yeah, I mean, so.
That's my thing. I just want to serve people. I want to serve people.
That's good.
Yeah, man.
Do you do anything outside of, I say outside of the ministry that you're in, but it's all work.
It's all work. There are certain ventures, like a podcast we've talked about off.
Oh, yeah,
camera.
you do got the podcast. Sure.
Podcast, and I'm really working on that brand, doing merch.
Okay.
I love fashion.
Yeah, in fact. Yeah, I see the drip. What are those?
These
by
are
the way?
Canes, man.
Canes?
Shout out to Canes. They were a recovery shoe.
Okay.
Sponsor your boy. I love them.
They look like those Yeezy foam runners.
Oh, foam. Yeah,
They look like the foam runners.
They're just a recovery shoe that this company had started and made, and honestly, they're blowing up. And
For real?
I love him. I have multiple pairs. Again, shout out to Kane. Sponsor your boy.
That's fire. I like it. They got like a little red drip on it, like
man, you know,
like what's the scary character with the mask? Jason, one of them.
Yeah, Freddie.
Yeah, Freddie.
Jason,
yeah. Got that feel to him. So that's fire.
So yeah, that's so there are other ventures that my wife and I are exploring, trying to get us side hustle.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? One of the things, I never went into the ministry to be rich.
Okay, sure.
But there's money to be made out there.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. We called to live in abundance.
Exactly.
Yeah, not just live, not just live. And it's good that we set those examples for non-believers, right?
For sure.
Because oftentimes they think you sell your soul to the devil and you get these riches.
Right.
And you never really hear of a story where they're like, "Oh, I sold my soul to the Lord and I got these riches."
And I guess, yeah, man.
we need to normalize that. Like,
100%.
there's people out here that really believe in God and are doing His business and got money, like, and got bread.
Here's my thing too, man. Like, again, obviously, like, I want to leave a legacy for my kids, right?
Sure.
I want to set them up, and then that expands my opportunity to be a blessing to other people.
Sure.
Bro, I got a dream, Colin. I got a dream that I'm able to walk into a department store and buy a person the item they need. They say someone needs a fridge. I got you. Let's say groceries. I got you. I want to be able to give like that.
Sure.
And so I got to find ways to make more.
To make that, yeah. That's it.
So
It's when you have conversation with people with money, money is no longer the topic. It's like, all I gotta do is make some more money. You know what I mean? Like, that's all I gotta do. All I gotta do is make some more money, and God will provide me a way to make some more money.
Right.
No matter what it is.
Yeah. So that's some of the stuff that I'm doing outside of being a dad, being a husband.
Being a husband, being a spiritual leader. Right? Do you feel like that task is a burden? Like, is it heavy? I know that we all stand before God on our own accord. There's nothing that you can do to give me a better advantage when I get to the gates. It's all gonna be on me. So, but do you take anything like personal, like a weight on you?
Yeah, man, you have to. You have to. If it's not personal, then there's no passion behind it. And so I do, man. I want to see everyone I get in contact with come to Christ, the faith that I believe in.
Sure.
And so, yeah, it's a burden. But I really do a good job of not bringing that burden home.
Sure. It's like taking your work uniform off.
Exactly. Okay. So like I love what I get to do. I absolutely love what I get to do. I love it.
That's a how are you juggling 5 kids, entrepreneurship, because you got your own thing going, the side hustles, your wife, your congregation, whatever you want to do as an individual. How do you juggle all of those things on a regular basis, bro?
Yeah. Nah, bro, I got a profound answer for you.
Okay.
I don't know. Straight up. It's straight up. You know, obviously there are disciplines that you got to put in place and boundaries, but to be real with you, a lot of it is by the grace of God. It's like, man, I don't know how I'm here. I don't know how I'm able to do what we do.
That just sounds like a lot to be on one person's plate.
It is.
And it's a lot of lives that you affect, you touch.
It does, man. Yeah. And so the biggest thing is you always, I have a good friend of mine, shout out to Kyle Rogers. He'd always say this, keep the right voices at the right volume. And so I have a lot of good people around me.
In your ear.
All the time.
Good.
And so I'm constantly checking my circle to make sure that the people around me are not only edifying me, but building me up and picking me up when I fall.
Sure.
So one person to shout out, Josh Wright. Come on.
I know.
Home team.
Home team.
Home team.
Home team.
Shout out to home team.
Yeah, Josh, if people don't know, we are mutual friends between another friend. Josh was my realtor. He put me in the place that I'm in right now. You know what I mean? And I have a whole testimony for that story as well. Yeah. My wife was adamant on looking for somebody who is a believer in God before we buy the house. Anything else, she don't want to talk to no. She looking Facebook back page, got his whole info. As soon as she seen Christian, she said, "Yeah, we going with him." Yeah. And everything just really super smooth process. And super smooth guy. Shouts out to Josh. Yeah, it's good dude. So as we walk through your dash, man, your story, like I say, some of those stories, man, you got some stories to tell, man. I want to get to our dash not being complete. It's not complete. No. You still sitting with me today. You pretty much walked me through where we are right now. Yep. You know what I mean? Even to what connected us as brothers. Right. Tell me what the future looks like that you think. What's next? What else you got to accomplish? What are your goals that you want, moving forward? Like, you got a lot of dash left. You said 89, right? 36.
36.
Yeah, you got
37 this year.
Yeah, you got a lot more to go, bro. What's next? What else would you like to see happen?
Man, honestly, some of the things I'd like to see happen is I'd like to see that the location that I'm leaving, our church, affect our community in ways that I could not even imagine.
What's the name? Shout out.
Rise Church.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Rise Church, 401 Paul's Drive, Brandon, Florida. Other location is in Riverview, Florida.
All at me.
Rogers Middle School, 10 a.m. Come
yes, sir.
See us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But yeah, that's one of the things. And honestly, there's some other ventures that I really would like to see happen. I would love to see. I just want to be a voice for young men, young black men, young white men, Spanish, young men who don't feel inspired, motivated. Sure. So whether that manifests in traveling, whether that showcases in a podcast, whatever the case is, the next step is, how do I help other people in different avenues? Sure. Somebody who may never step into our church, but may catch me on YouTube. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They may see me on the street.
It's geared to reach a different audience. I think that it's easy to preach to a congregation that is coming here. You know what I mean? But I would call myself a field person where I like to be outside. 100%. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not necessarily bound down by a church or any type of like religious practices. Sure. I do believe, of course, in Jesus Christ. And, you know what I mean? I would call myself a man of God that believes in Jesus Christ. I follow the Bible. You know what I mean? Make no mistake about it. But I'm quite similar to you in that aspect where it's like, I want to make sure people hear us. You know what I mean? And this is why I got iDash podcast. It's a legacy off of my father's work. Like I told you before, I'm a PK as well. Yeah. So it's good to hear that story and those goals. Anything personal. Yeah. You know what I mean? Outside of like ministry and stuff like that. Is there anything personal you want to accomplish?
Yeah, personally, and to be real with you, man,
You ain't trying to get a G-Wagon, or you know what I mean, trying to build a cabin in the woods or something, or
I want to build a brand.
Okay.
That is so impactful to young people, in the discovery of their identity. And
not clothes, just a brand.
It's a brand.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying?
Like a community.
Exactly. Just like that.
Yeah.
So how do we surround people where we can just talk? I don't need you to be some version of what you think I need to be. Just be you.
Yeah, for sure.
Be you, because I'm cool with that, and vice versa. And so that's part of it. And so whether it showcases in merch, which I mentioned, a podcast, a church, whatever the case, a group,
there's plenty of avenues.
Man. So that's what I ultimately would love to see is be you, become something that is a movement. You know
Good. That's fire. Well, look, man. it was a pleasure, bro. Yeah. It was a pleasure having you. I enjoyed your story, man. I really pray that some of the stories that you spoke today will impact somebody. You know what I mean? Will impact somebody. Hopefully they hear it, man. Hopefully they listen to it. Yeah. Listen to what got you out of those spaces, out of that depression, out of that BU kind of phase. Right. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to be yourself. It is. No matter what environment you are in, and the people that are really meant for you will gravitate towards you.
100%.
Yeah, they'll gravitate. Right, they'll gravitate towards you. Right, you don't have to try to fit in to be anybody that you're not. The people who are meant for you or meant to be around you will mess with you or rock with you just because of who you are. So this last segment, I always do it. It gets very emotional, bro, because it's the dash. You know, so as we all know, the dash has a start and it has an end. If you were to depart from us, right? I know that as fathers, as husbands, we prepare those for our absence. So it will happen. Yep. You know what I mean? I get this concept, right, because I watch a lot of movies and TV shows and stuff, and I talk to you about it, right? You'll oftentimes see something. I remember the movie, it's Tomb Raider.
Oh yeah.
Her dad passes away, quote unquote, and she winds up finding a video of him, and he's telling his story, and he leaves him a message. So this right here, there's a camera right here. I want you to look right in the camera. For those that you love, your congregation, your family, your friends, whoever you think would support you in your absence. Leave them a message. You know what I mean? Your voice, your story. It's on you.
Yeah, if the message I would leave, it'd be simple. It'd be okay with being you. And trust one thing and one thing only. The Lord. I'm a firm believer in this, that what God wants to do through you moves at the speed of your surrender. And so I will say this to my daughters, every single one of you are fearfully and wonderfully made, that Daddy loves you. I said to everyone that knows me, I hope that your life is better because I was around you. I hope that there's in any way I'd inspire you. And so the thing I hope to leave you with is be the person that people need you to be. Not the person that you think people want you to be. Sometimes people just need a nice person. Sometimes people need a soft person. Sometimes people need a put together person. Be the person that people need you to be. And I promise you, your life will be fulfilled as you serve others.
Fire. Hey, man, well, like I said, it was a pleasure having you. This is iDash Podcast, man. Y'all stay tuned for the next episode. We out.